So, hello traders. Today we invited Adeline, who are currently 1.35 million funders. So today is just gonna be a small talk with him about how he get through his journeys towards his strategies and his struggles on the prop firms challenge he's doing and how he can get towards from six figures to seven figures funded. Right, so before we start, we're gonna show up some of his certificate and payout proof on the screen right now. So we're gonna welcome Adeline here to talk about his trading background, how he started off with trading and how he started off becoming a funded traders, and before it become a full-time funded traders, what is his profession. So we have Adeline to talk about it.
Yeah, so it started back in 2018 in like high school. It was just one summer I decided that, one day I'm gonna have to start making money. And I decided that I want to, like, since I don't have any like sort of passion for like doing something that can also make money at the same time, I decided, okay, I'm gonna focus on what makes the most money like the quickest. And when I say quick, I mean like within a few years was my goal. And so that led to a bunch of research on a bunch of methods like copywriting, high ticket closing, and then trading as well. But I didn't actually do any like sort of work on trading. I just watched a ton of videos like over and over for like 2 years before I started actually trading. And I didn't really start getting like any sort of experience until I started actually trading. So it's important to actually trade to gain that experience. And so 2020, I started off with trading penny stocks because that's what I mostly researched. And I, I did all this research, but I didn't even like know a strategy that could make money. So I was just I didn't know for sure. So I was just like kind of paper trading, and then paper trading went all right. So put $500 in a live account and traded for like a month and just straight up just lost money. I did manage my risk, but I just lost money. And then like the beginning of 2021, I got into crypto. I had saved up a little bit from when I was working a job for like over the summer. So I had like a few thousand saved up. I took most of that and put that into crypto because I was introduced just off like a Discord DM. Like, and this Discord DM was like, hey, you should join this pump and dump group. And I joined, because I was like, okay, I see how this can make money. And that is actually how I made like quite a bit of money, like in the very beginning, like 2021, we're talking. So when I got into crypto, my risk management was like significantly more aggressive than it was previously. Like I went from like $500 to 3,000, and then 3,000 to 300, and then 300 to 12,000, and then 12,000 to zero. And And that was all in like the course of like 3 months or something.
3 months, right? So
Yeah.
how's the switch from you after trading penny stocks, day trading, and then crypto trading, how you discovered trading with CFD and trading prop firms?
Hmm. I think I was just like researching random stuff and just coming across it one day, but want to like I didn't want to really get involved in it because it was a lot more difficult to trade, I believed, CFDs, Forex, than like crypto or penny stocks. And up to today, I still find it is that way. I still think penny
You still
stocks and
think
crypto are,
difficult,
yeah.
right? But what's the difference you think about crypto tradings and being a funded traders like in long term wise, which you more prefer?
Long term, probably, hmm, probably the like forex forex side because I think you can scale your position sizes a lot more than you can on crypto or penny stocks. Mm, like if you were to enter the same like risk trading penny stocks as you would trading like forex or indices, I think you would get significantly more slippage on penny stocks.
Correct, I get it. So, anything else from your background? If not, then we move on to your journey of funding and getting paid out. All right.
Yeah. I only got into like CFDs and forex because of prop firms. Like
Because of problems.
because of prop firms, and like I did the math on the prop firms and figured out, or just the math said that there was like a massive edge just to be taking prop firm challenges and winning on them than just like, you know, sticking with crypto. You have to actually have
Like,
an edge to make money, but with prop firms, I found you don't really need an edge.
I get it. I get it. So, like, if you have a like a risk management plan that's actually working, that's some kind like will help as well because like market conditions also keep on changing, right? So it's just kind of like adapt to the market conditions with a good risk management, right? In a point of view.
Well, risk management is really completely under your control. For me, my main risk management is not like in the account itself, but it's in my own personal money management. So when I when I started taking challenges, I didn't expect to be able to succeed right away, or even so I gave myself like a lot of leeway to like fail challenges. And that meant with the amount of money I had and the challenges that I was taking, I could fail up to like over 10 times, and that's when I would run out of money
Yeah.
after
So
over
you
10
don't
fails.
you don't overspend on your first challenges, right? So
Yeah.
we go into like your journey of from zero to becoming million funded. So what account size you started off with, like how it goes on your first few challenges, right? Do you still remember about that?
Yeah. Okay, this one's kind of funny because I actually started like going straight for 600K, like with 300Ks. And that was just because I had gotten enough money because Before, like, early November, I had $3,000, and I got this from, like, working a job for a couple months, and then early November, crypto market started crashing, and I was able to take advantage of, like, arbitrage opportunities basically for like a few days straight, and with, like, aggressive position sizing, I was able to turn $3,000 into $21,000,
Oh,
and that allowed me to be highly aggressive on taking prop firm challenges. So that is what I did, and when I started with taking challenges, I was literally random trading. I literally used a random number generator to determine whether I was going long or short.
okay.
My stop loss
All
was
right.
-4%, like just below losing 5%, so that if I lose, like for 3 days straight, I would lose the account to max drawdown. That one's very
Yeah,
important.
12%.
And then my take profit would be the profit target. And that
In
would
one
be
trade.
my,
In one
yeah,
trade.
in one trade.
All right.
And that would be my, like, what I did on random trading. And doing this, I think I failed like four accounts in phase one in a row, and then the next two attempts both passed phase one, and then I got to phase two, and I decided that I do kind of want a strategy to have some sort of edge. So, you know, my chances of success can be a little bit higher if I have versus if I'm random trading. So I did some research, and this was actually partly inspired from when I was watching your live streams, and I remember I was watching you guys watch the 1 minute chart, and you were watching the candles on
Yeah.
US 30. This was like market open. There were some red candles, and then there was like a green candle, and then I think Brian said something about buying when it like I think broke the green candle high,
Yes.
and then that gave me an idea
It's like
to,
the first 5 minutes of NYSE Open.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that gave me an idea for like two strategies, and then I backtested those strategies and found they actually have somewhat of a decent edge. And then once I found that, I started implementing it. And fortunately, I took those trades on both of my 300K phase two accounts. I copy traded between them, and I traded that strat. And just like committing to the strat, I was able to pass phase two relatively quickly. And then both of them got funded. So for some time
That's like
there,
your
I was,
first. That's like your first funded account. First two funded account.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. So going into live, I continued trading that strategy. Also, when I was trading this strategy, I was only risking 0.66% per trade because of the 100 lot size limit on my Forex funds. I didn't want to enter multiple 100 lot positions, and
Yeah.
it was chill risk. From from getting becoming live, I was able to get up to 4% profit on both live accounts. And that was like my peak point on there. But then I decided that I was gonna keep trading, and the strategy naturally had like a pullback, and I kind of gave back all my profits on both the accounts.
Oh, from the 4% back to like break even.
Yeah, and
All
I
right.
think a little bit of drawdown, and then I started doing like, I think like kind of reverting to random trading, and like started losing more. And at at one point I was at like -8% on both
Okay.
accounts.
Okay.
So in that situation, it was like a little bit scary, because it's like if I lost both accounts, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but it's like I would be cutting it a little bit close. Like there's that small chance I could run out of money if I fail these accounts and then have to keep taking challenges.
Yeah.
And then I lost one of the accounts, and I think I remember this day. It was like December 13th or something. And I was also taking challenges on another prop firm. The price was like dropping, and I was like buying, and then like it was hitting stop loss, and I was buying on more accounts, and they were hitting stop loss, and we're talking like -4% on each account, every account. And then I get to the final 300K, and I take that last long, and that was actually basically at the bottom, and this account was in like negative negative 8-9% or something. And that 100 lot long, I held all the way until I got back to like 3% profit.
Wow. In one trade. So that trade itself is like you remember how much on that particular trade you made?
Yeah, that was like 30, a little
30K
over
plus, right?
30,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
All
recover
right.
all the drawdown and get back in profit. And when that happened, I was like, okay, I'm gonna secure the profits this time. I'm
Okay,
gonna
sure.
take the payout.
So get the realistic gain and just call it a payout. So like that is your kind of like how you get your first two funded account, and
Yeah.
what is your turning point after that? When you're trying to scale up from six figure to million funded. So what is the secret you do or the technique you do, and then on towards your turning points to become like million funded?
Mm, Nothing special really. It's just I once I got like that first payout, I continued
Right.
taking challenges. Um, Once I, you know, got back to 600K secured funded, I diversified to FTMO, since you can't scale past 600K on my forex funds. So I looked to FTMO and decided I'm gonna max that one out, since you know I have this money, and it makes sense to take more challenges that are good to take. So with FTMO, I did the same strategy of random trading, risking 4% per trade,
On
and
challenges.
on challenges. Yeah,
All right.
and doing that until I would pass and get funded. And this is a little bit funny, but the Yeah, I was just like risking 4% per trade, like normal, on an FTMO, and I failed an account. I think, yeah, I failed like 2 accounts,
200K.
and yeah, they
All
were
right.
200Ks, and then um, I'm just normally risking 4% like I normally do. Pass phase one, and then get the new account. Pass phase two, and then after passing phase two, kind of took a while to get in an email, but then I did get an email at some point, and they were like, "Hey man, um, your position sizes are too big, and you know you need to scale down, and you know yeah yeah if you gotta agree to scaling down, or else you're not gonna get the funded account because that's against our rules." They do have rules against like over risking, overexposure,
Yeah, they
and
have like
I
a risk
basically
analysis department. I know
yeah
that FTMO.
I basically broke them taking the challenges, but once I saw that, realized that, and I was like, okay, then I'm not gonna do that. I'll stop over risking. And I told them that. They did give me the live account, so that's good. And also that means I'm not gonna let myself lose an FTMO live account because it's gonna be a lot harder to get
To get back.
from to get back, especially with that limit, than to recover a live account back to break even.
Yeah, and also more expensive in terms of the price.
Yeah, true. FTMO accounts are more expensive than like anything else, really.
So, like how you handle like the struggle? What is your biggest struggles when you're trying to get funded? Like, what is the biggest struggle and how you actually get through it?
The biggest struggle?
Like, I remember your FTMO was down quite a lot, and then you are taking some time to recover it, like months, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's my live account. I still have that account. It's sitting like 5% drawdown right now, and I haven't gotten a payout on it once. I got it in like February, like
All right.
mid-February or something. And what happened straight from the beginning, I like drew down like 8%, like straight down. I have the like graph of it too. It's just straight down, and my risk management when I'm on live, at least on the FTMOs, is similar to that of a personal account, because I risk based on a percentage of the current drawdown allowance, and not based on like account balance. So when my account was like at the like hella lows, when I have like 4K drawdown left, I was risking like 10% or aiming to risk about 10% of the current drawdown allowance.
Of the
That meant,
4K.
yeah. So
All
that
right.
meant I would literally risk like $400, $500 a trade on a 200K account. That's literally 0.25% per trade if you're looking at account balance. But I was able to catch a like total 6R win from another strategy I came up with, and that kind of did a pretty big recovery, and got it back to like -5%, and it's kind of just oscillated around there since I don't really have a very big edge.
I see. So, but that's also a very good recovery. So I think you can go to I think right now we can go into strategy sharing. So maybe you can become the host and share about TradingView, just like how you back tested, and maybe
Okay.
show about two of your recent trades and some part of your risk management. Like you elaborate what is your risk management on challenges and on funded account.
Okay. So first strategy I have that I actually like and is any good and is like over 2 profit factor is this news retracement strategy that I have. So it looks at the US 30 and it only looks at the major news releases that happen. So if we go to Forex Factory,
All right.
we can see like if we look at this month, you see there's red full events. These are high, they call these high impact news events.
All right.
But this isn't high impact to me. I only care about like real, true high impact, and that would
Yeah,
be
like
the
CPI, NFP, stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah. So if we look at I would be looking at this, the FOMC.
I
We
see.
don't care about that. CPI, NFP on May 5th.
Yeah, on first Friday.
Yeah,
Friday,
first Friday.
first Friday of the first week of the month.
So yeah, the first thing I would do is, wait for this to happen.
All right.
And so I'll look at the May 10th because that's when something actually happened. So Wednesday, May 10th, 5:30 a.m. Important news comes out. News that really makes an impact. So here, wait, I'll do this. So here we get like a move up. So first, there's got to be the news. Second, there has to be a move of at least 200 points in one direction.
All right.
And it specifically 30 minutes after the news release, there has to be an at least 200-point move in one direction. It has to like close. So if we look here, this is where price started. Now, if we look to 30 minutes later, that's right here.
Right.
And right there. Just barely.
It's
This is
200
just
points.
barely. 213 points. So if that happens, if it's moved 200 points, then you enter in the opposite direction that price has moved. So in this case, it's gone up. You would enter a short position. You would enter with a 100-point stop loss,
All
and
right.
you would target a full retracement of the news move. So in this case, a 215-point move. Now, every 30 minutes, you will be checking
Okay.
to see if price has closed below your entry. So, and if it has, then you're going to move your stop loss to entry to take the risk off the table. So let's
All
see, how
right.
do I move forward? So move forward to 6:30. So in this case, there wouldn't be there wouldn't be a stop loss trail, just barely, just
Not
barely.
yet.
Next time you would check is at
Okay.
7 a.m. PST.
So you don't look at the chart. You check 30 minutes every 30 minutes. Is that
Yeah,
the
every
case?
30 minutes. Yeah, this is more
Oh,
like
okay.
a 30-minute kind of
I see. I
strategy.
see.
And so price is coming along, and
Wow, nice.
damn boy.
So do you set break even on the candlestick that it dropped strongly?
I wouldn't, because this
Right.
would be not in that like 30-minute, like every 30 minutes. Basically,
Oh, I
it
see,
would
I
be more
see.
applicable to look at the 30-minute candles for this.
So it happened within this 30 minute. This 30 minute just dropped like that.
Yeah, it
Oh,
just
I see,
dropped
I
like
see.
this. Hit take profit. And this is a trade I actually took and took that win. I traded it on all my Force Funds accounts and FTMO accounts, and I risked about 2% on the trade.
On this trade, all right. So it's
Yeah,
like a news retracement strategies we're calling it.
yeah, news retracement strategy. All right. Um,
Show us the
another,
second example.
the second example of news retracement strategy.
No, the anything the second trade you want to show us. Like we just go for two trades. Up
Okay,
for you. Yeah.
then that would be uh, a strategy that I was trading, but I'm not really anymore because it doesn't, like, I've made money trading it, but it has like a very like small edge after like fees and slippage and stuff.
Yeah, I
I
get
think
it.
it's like an average of 5 points profit per trade that you take, that you enter, not accounting for slippage mm, or like 1 point of spread or something. Okay, so this second strategy,
All right.
you're only looking at the time period from 6:30 a.m. PST to like market close. Basically, market open to market close. Then you're looking at these 5 EMAs, the 200, 150, 20, and 9. You're looking for all of them to be moving in the same like direction. So in this case, you would be looking for longs because they're all like above each other. But then after this candle, it's like no longer valid for longs. It's no longer valid for longs or shorts. So you just sit there and do nothing and wait. But there is a trade later today. And just wait for it. Wait for the crosses. Okay. It's close. It's close. Okay, here,
All right.
now that all of the EMAs have crossed, as soon as they've
Okay.
all crossed, now you're looking for entries. So what you're looking for, this is on the 5-minute time frame, you're looking for one candle to close above the 9 EMA for shorts, or just like you're looking for price to close above, and then you're looking for price to close back below. And if price closes back below and all the EMAs are in your favor, then you enter a short position with a 50-point stop loss and a 50-point trailing stop loss.
50 points stop loss and 50
50-point
points
trailing
trailing stop
stop
loss.
loss.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does it look?
Let's see. Let's get to the trade example.
All right.
Okay. Oh, it didn't close above yet. Did it close above yet? Oh, it did here. So here, price closes above. Now you're waiting for it to close below because all the EMAs are in your favor. And on this candle, it closes below. So what you would do, enter a short position at the open or the close of this candle or the open of the next candle. You short 50-point stop loss. No take profit. You don't have a take profit. And also, if one candle closes, one 5-minute candle closes in profit, you will move your stop loss to entry as well.
I see. I see. So there's no take profit here, but you trail your stop loss whenever the price trying to go.
Yeah,
I see. That's nice. That's a good take profit strategy. Yeah,
yeah,
so that you can max out.
kind of
So
an
how it
aggressive
goes?
trailing stop loss method. So next candle, it's a green candle. So we're not doing any stop loss trailing. Okay, this one gets stopped out.
All right.
So minus 50 points. But there's another trade later in the day. If it closes back below, it's another
Okay.
valid short. So look for that. Oh wait, not yet. There we go. Now it's a close below. Short 50-point stop loss. No take profit. Next candle. If it closes below entry. Okay. So now it's closed below entry by like
All right.
14 points. At this point, on this candle close, you move stop loss to entry. So now risk is off the table. And you got a 50-point trailing stop loss. So it's not trailing yet because it hasn't moved at least 50 points in your favor.
Yeah.
Okay. And then let's see how much it's moved. Hasn't quite moved 50 points in your
50
favor.
points.
Yep. And now it has. So now you're starting to trail price. So now it's looking, you would be about 2 points in profit. So you just keep trailing the stop loss.
Every 50 points.
You just, yeah. Well, every, like specifically, the most, you would just use the like trailing stop loss that's like built into MT5 or
Yeah.
like an EA, and it will automatically, every 1 point that moves in your favor, it will move the stop loss down 1 point.
Oh, okay.
So now it's moved 69 points in our favor. So our stop loss would be at 19 points because that would be a 50-point swing up.
I see. I see. I see.
And so at this point, the stop loss would be like right here.
All right. All right.
And then keep moving. Ooh, it's getting close. Ooh, okay, that's actually pretty close. Almost hits it. Doesn't quite. And then it makes a new low. So we trail a little bit more. A little bit more. And then okay, it's still moving. Still moving. Okay. Wait, this could have gotten close to stop loss. So in this case, if it's moved 92 points, 42, it got close again. Okay. Okay, it's still moving in our favor. Still moving. Still moving.
Oh.
Still moving. Still moving. Still moving. What the? Holy. It's a big boy move. And this is why it's a trailing stop loss. Because if you used like my backtest results, or like if you used a 50-point like fixed take profit, your average win size would be like 50 points. But
Yeah, that's not gonna be screwed up.
Yeah, a 50-point trailing stop loss on average has the winners about like 60 points.
Oh, I
So that's
see.
why I use the trailing stop loss. So it looks like here we would finally get stopped out maybe. So we've held all through this 232-point move. So our stop loss would be at 182 points, and it gets stopped out right here on this green candle. So this trade would be like a little over like 3.6R win.
3.6. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. I think it's like every drop, then you putting like a 50 points range for it to pull back, or you just continue dropping in your favors, then you can get a bigger profit. Yeah, this is nice during like a day when day is with strong momentum to one direction. I think it's very nice to trade like this.
Yeah. So this is one of my strategies that overall has a small edge.
I see. All right. So okay, so right now we jump towards your risk management part. All right. So after Adeline shared about his two recent trades and his strategies on chart, so we right now we go into what is Adeline risk management, right? Towards challenges and towards funded account, how he handled the risk differently, right?
On challenges, I'm always trying to risk 4% per trade. I'm aiming to lose, like if I lose, I'm trying to lose as close to the daily drawdown as I safely can. And my target is, the take profit.
The profit target.
Yeah, and I'm basically random trading on the challenges. But when I get to live, this is when I want to take it like more seriously. I drop the risk to about 1% per trade, or more specifically, about 10% of the current drawdown allowance on the account. And also on live, I'm more focused on taking trades that have like an edge. So like, trading my strategy as opposed to just random trading. Because the live accounts these days, I more want to like keep them rather than just like get payouts and then like lose them. I'd kind of rather just get payouts and keep them. So with that risk management technique, I'm never going to lose them if I'm risking a percentage of my current my current drawdown allowance.
Yeah, I get you. Like 10% of your current drawdown left.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I think we get clear with risk management. What is the one thing that you apply or you learn from the HG community, and what is your advice to all the traders that are starting out, or they are stuck, they are struggling, or they're trying to skill up like you? So what is the one advice that you can give to everyone?
Advice, I would say, like, your personal money management is very important, because I think I see quite a bit of people taking challenges that take a large percentage of the money that they're like willing to put towards challenges.
So like the financial budgets kind of stuff.
Yeah, like, you want to give yourself lots of room to fail so that you can comfortably risk more percent on the challenges. Because like, I see people talking about risking like 1%, 0.5% per trade on challenges, but they also spend like 50%, 100% of their money on these challenges.
Yeah, I get you.
But it's like, you would do it would be a lot more chill if you just like spend only 10% of your money per challenge that you took, and then risk 4% per trade. Then, if you lose the challenge, it's no big deal. Literally, what I do is, the moment that I fail a challenge, I immediately buy another one and I immediately take another trade. So,
but you have a very good call on, I think, your financial budget. So you basically, you mean that your financial planning is as important as the risk management in trading. So that's what keeps you
Yeah.
like in long runs in both.
I would say even like the financial budget is like maybe even more important
More
than
important, yeah, I
risk
agree that.
management. Um, was there something else? Oh yeah. When you want to be like very like psychologically, you want to
Right.
be like chill, I would say. And being chill, when I'm trading, I accept the like possibility that like things just go like wrong. I accept that possibility so that, if I just lose an account or lose two accounts in a row or lose three accounts in a row or whatever, you know, I'm already like prepared for that. And if I'm already prepared for it, it's no big deal when it actually happens. And you don't have to be like stressing of
Panic
like,
about,
oh
yeah.
man, what if this happens? Well, I mean, no big deal if it happens. The other thing that I do is, especially when I'm random trading, instead of hoping to succeed, I hope the trade fails. And
Why? Uh-huh.
'cause what I like think,
All right.
whether I think positively or think negatively, it's not going to affect the outcome of the trade.
Right.
If I'm thinking like, see, if I'm thinking like, okay, this trade better lose. Like, I hope I lose this trade. This basically sets me up in a win-win situation. Either I'm right
Oh,
about
you're
it
wrong.
losing, or I win.
So you kind of like pre-accepted the outcome because you are
Yeah,
hoping to lose on that when you are trying to random, on your random trading. I think that's like
yeah,
a good point on your psychology wise because you won't be, like you can't accept the outcome. So you kind of like you won't overtrade or you won't revenge trade it after that because you already accepted the outcome. You actually wish for the
yeah,
outcome. Yeah,
yeah.
I get it. I get it. So, what is your future plan on trading in terms of prop firms or in terms of building your edge? Like, do you have a specific planning right now on your prop firm challenges, or you want to skill up even more?
Um, well, I'm kind of avoiding taking challenges on other prop firms because the trading conditions are like just not as good as my forex funds. My forex funds trading conditions, even
Yeah.
though like some people have slippage issues, it it doesn't really compare compared to the other prop firms.
Yes.
Like it's a
Correct.
lot
Correct.
worse.
And
Um,
also the maximum drawdown and the price wise, I think my web's still
that too.
giving the best offer. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but for the future, I'm actually looking to get back into like penny stocks in crypto with the money that I've made from the trading on prop firm. Just because kind of like another way to scale. Just
Yeah, I
continuing the
see.
scaling.
I think you kind of like I think, but you already like been a good age in terms of your funding journey, right? I think to get to it seven figures funded is not easy. Definitely not easy for most of people. So I think just the simple conclusions from Adeline. I think Adeline emphasized a lot on the financial planning, right? I think he
Yeah,
said that is even more important than risk management in our trading because that's what keeping our psychologies and emotional stable, right? So if we overspend on challenges and we have no more trials, we can be like really down, yeah, in terms of psychologically and also our financial wise. Right, I think a good point from Adeline. So, anything else from Adeline, just as in conclusions for everyone here?
Try until you succeed. I it's not really been showcased in this interview, but I am literally like the face of someone you would like never expect doing what I'm doing. I like these days I'm like literally wasting my time over 12 hours a day. I'm spending almost no time on trading. I would say I'm like literally to the point where I'm crippled by spending all my time on the internet just watching YouTube, anime, and doing like nothing else. I I could like barely get myself to do a simple task, and this is almost basically how it's been for the past like few years, but yet I still managed to succeed in trading. It's like if I if I can succeed, it's like you definitely could.
Yeah.
If
So
you're not crippled by an internet addiction, you could definitely succeed.
yeah, because sometimes it's like you think putting a lot of effort in trading can be opposite. That's what I personally think. It's like
Uh,
if you put too much efforts and then you can't accept that you're losing, you just want to keep winning. Like you say, like challenges, people some people think that they can risk 0.5% and 1% to get through the phase one and they spend like 12 hours on trading. So it can be opposite effect. I think like even though you didn't spend too much time on trading, that's actually what is more healthy overall, like more helping in trading. That's what I
yeah,
agree on that, and that's what I'm doing as well. Like less time on trading, but like just try to slightly be more disciplined. I
that
think
is the thing.
yeah, right. All good. Anything else? If not, then I will make a like quick conclusions on this video.
Um, I think that's good.
So that's right for today. Thank you very much, Adeline, for sharing his journey and some part of his strategy and risk management with us. So we're gonna be look forward to the next training sessions, right, with Adeline or with others successful funded traders. So that's right for today. And remember, trade with the right mindset.